Hello YouTube and welcome to episodes 5 and 6 in my Girls und Panzer reaction series. Back here again today for some more Girls und Panzer. Last week we had a very fast-paced episode where we fought St. Glorianas as well as did a weird family thing with Hana that was weird. And now we're trudging on to a tournament arc, seemingly. And we're going to fight Saunders Academy, I believe. And then their name was Saunders something, Saunders School. So yeah, looking forward to that today. First thing on the agenda, again, these episodes have done extremely well over the time of the last week, if that makes any sense. So thank you again. It's really carrying the channel at the moment. If I'm being honest, it's very cool. But as a result, I've got a lot of comments. I think I had 40 comments. I'm not going to read out 40 comments for everybody. So I've summarized. Similar to episode 2, I believe I did a very similar thing. So here are the comments. I've summarized the points here, and there'll be some jumping off point stuff. What I thought about last week and what I think will be going on in the future. Point 1. Marching band songs feature prominently in Girls und Panzer, British Grenadiers used for St. Glorianas, and Battle Hymn of the Republic, or John Brown's Body, depending on your, the way you swing. Were used last week. And there'll be more to come based on different nations, you would think, right? Maybe Russia would make sense for me. Anyway, I digress. The volleyball club is using the Type 89 tank. It is a Japanese tank, and I haven't heard much about Japanese tanks, and that's because basically they're not great unless you trying to take out some Chinese people. But anyway, it has a very weak gun. Apparently, I should keep this in mind for the future. That's all I've been told, but I will. It is by far the worst tank in the series from a structural point of view as well, i.e. it is the weakest. It will blow up at anything. If it takes like one shot, it's going to fold like paper mache. That's basically my expectation from here on out. But they do have some anime sports club spirit to keep them alive, so they're not going to die first time every time, hopefully not anyway. Which is a funny little meta aspect, right? We've got a sports club team in a different sports type. Anime is a small part of a larger sports team, so they're going to have their little sports arcs that they're going to do through that as well, I think, which is fun. Keeping with the theme of the, I guess, rest of the club, rather than our main 5 girls, we have the freshman team. Apparently they're cooking. I should keep an eye on the freshman team. A lot of their character development may even be in the background somewhat. So just keep an eye on them and what they're doing. What have they done so far? They've run away. They ran away from their first real battle. As soon as shit hit the fan, they were out of there. And then they apologized. So we'll just keep an eye on them going forward. Building upon a lot of the stereotypical history stuff that we have going on in Girls und Panzer, we have the World War II stereotype for the US and their use of the Sherman tanks. That's the tanks we saw at the end of the last episode. That was that they never fought without a numbers advantage. So unless they overwhelm the opponent with a numbers advantage, they're probably not going to take that engagement. That's why we see the scale of tanks at the end as well, kind of reflecting that, right? Where there's a ton of tanks spread out all over the place for Saunders. The tanks also have a ton of variation, which I'm sure we'll be getting into very shortly. You would imagine we would be introduced and start fighting with Sanders very soon. Saunders. I'm going to say Saunders. It's got a U in it, Saunders. Either way, History Team's tank, just continuing on our checklist there. That is the Stug 3, as we've mentioned last week. It is classified as a tank destroyer, i.e. cannot move around, but is a very strong gun. So it's what I speculated last week, which is, hey, you wouldn't have a drawback for a tank without a advantage on the other side. So their tank's really strong, but has less maneuverability, I think. Well, not, you know what I mean. Less, you need to line up your shots, which is why those kind of sneaky tactics that they used when they went back into the city worked very well. Generally, as we move forward in the series, a long gun, like a long, I don't know what you call it, caliber, something. I'm bad at this. the long ones, they'll have more penetrating power, where a wide gun will have more explosive power. So I think somebody mentioned that the Stug 3 and the Panzer 4 have pretty similar capacity as it comes to firepower, but one has a longer barrel, so it's going to have more penetrating power when it comes to that. This is a sub point and probably something that I should, again, take further in the series. This is probably the most important one for me going forward. Probably take it less seriously. right? This isn't Monogatari. It isn't even Girls Last Tour. It's Girls und Panzer. It's meant to be a bit of fun, right? And I think we have to focus less on the drama. If it's good, you shout it out, of course, right? But have a little bit more fun. Specifically, the Hana/Mom stuff from the end of the last episode is essentially like a meme. It's being played for a joke. We've equated it to Monty Python in a particular comment, essentially, right? It's almost like a Japanese meme. So it's just gone straight over my head, right? And that doesn't mean it's bad. It means it's for a different audience than is currently consuming it. So yeah, don't take it as seriously as potentially I have done in the past. Probably more on to this point is the realism in battle. So the tanks such as the Churchill and the Matildas would normally have no chance of catching a tank like the Panzer IV, which is what happens when Miho and the gang drive away during episode 4 during that conflict. They also drift like Initial D. Apparently, there's going to be a whole lot more of that first-person shot that I really liked from last episode as well. So yeah, again, don't take it too seriously. Not all that realistic. Just chill out. That being said, some of the tactics are fairly realistic, people have said, and always fun. Always very fun. The girls of St. Gloriana's have names based on tea, such as Darjeeling, I'm going to say, and Orange Pico, I'm going to say as well. Because I don't do tea. I'm not a tea guy, so I could have said both of those things incorrectly, but sure. These kind of school/country-based nicknames will become common. So as we move into a school based on the US, broadly, then we'll be looking at for names based on people of the US. So maybe there'll be like Abraham Lincoln Chan or something. I don't know. Like, you could get a whole lot meaner if you were going for US stereotypes as well. But I digress. The back to St. Gloriana's. Apparently, they may have a kettle inside their tank. Like that's like a real thing apparently, or it's a hoax, a rumor. We do not know. Tea is good, and the British like tea, so I wouldn't put them past them to put some kettles inside of their tanks. I've been told off about my dorm dream. So a dorm was briefly mentioned in episode 1. I keep hyperfixating on the dorm. I want the dorm to happen. Apparently, dorm isn't going to happen, and my fixation on it is somewhat humorous. So. Moving forward, maybe take that one out of the equation a little bit. I've written here Momo is doing her best. She keeps missing. She's not very good yet, but we got to keep with her, right? She's gonna do something good eventually. I swear she will. She has to. She has to do something positive eventually. I've saved probably my 3 most serious points to last. So okay, the man that says that's my shop, apparently he's from Orai, so like the real town. So that's cool. That's a cool little Easter egg. But Orai was affected by the 2011 tsunami in Japan, and the show's popularity has helped a lot with tourism as they recover from that disaster. So that's only a good thing. That's tanks and anime and stuff spreading some good into the world. Like, okay, sure, let's take that. That sounds good. The next two are less real life serious and more like for me. 5.1 sound. Apparently, there's some. The version I have has some sound options. So I'm going to pick the 5.1 surround sound one because I'm wearing headphones. So it should sound pretty okay and improve our sound design. That's already pretty good to another level again. That's been the recommendation so far. I wonder, maybe I'll test how that'll work on you guys' end for the picture-in-picture, if that's going to come through in a way that sounds good. I don't know. You'll see. It'll either sound different or it won't. And on the OVA front, we're just going to keep it easy. We're going to save all those OVAs until the end, I think. That just makes it easy. Watch them in the correct order, some kind of release order instead of chronological. And we'll move from there. So as I said before last week, pretty jam-packed. We lost to St. Gloriana's in an exhibition match after... Again, going down early and then, making a little bit of a recovery. It was pretty good. It was a pretty valiant little effort for our ragtag group. We got congratulated by the leader of St. Gloriana's. She gave us some teacups and stuff and said we were good to fight. We were fun. It was a fun match. Rather than against Maho in the past, which is Miho's sister, where it potentially hasn't been as fun. It's been a bit more serious, a bit more businessy. So... we'll see. We'll see what that means going forward. I think that's a broader thematic thing around the family situation with Miho. So again, moving forward, we'll keep an eye on that. Then there was the Hana family stuff, and we're almost just going to ignore that. We're going to see if Hana, where she's going to live now. Is she going to live at home? Is she going to need to live somewhere else? Is that going to have repercussions? We're going to see. Was it a device just to learn a little bit more about Miho and see where her family situation will go based off this one that informs it a little bit? What she should have done in the past, maybe? Again, that's probably its narrative purpose. And then we end on the setup for what seemingly is the rest of the show. It's a little tournament arc, right? So, like, I've noticed that the next school, or one of the next schools, is called Anzio, and we have an OVA called Anzio. So we're gonna keep an eye on that. But what else? Saunders. We're going to fight Saunders Academy. They're very good, apparently. They have a shit ton of tanks. We're going to meet them and figure out some stuff in episode 5 here shortly. So yeah, predictions. Oh, you would think that we would fight them at some point this episode. Maybe half an episode introductory. Maybe meet those mechanic girls. Move into another fight. Get halfway through a fight. Get to a cliffhangery point. And then play out the rest of the fight after that point into episode 6. And the plan is to watch 2 today. We'll see how we go, because it is later in the day. But again, what else am I doing, really? So it should be okay. Yeah, I think that's about it. I think I'm just going to do my show stuff and we'll jump in. So if you like the video, consider liking the video. If you like the video and you want to see more, consider subscribing to the channel. Already up to 640 off of only 600 last week. So we're getting there. Hey, keep subscribing. That number going up makes me feel good. What was I going to say? Comments. You should comment on the video like 40 other people did last week. As well as Twitter. You should follow me on Twitter, because I'll follow you back on Twitter and I'll like all your tweets. Actually, no, I won't. Don't scratch that. It's a promise I can't make. I can like some of your tweets. How about that? What else? Oh yeah, the Discord. You guys should join the Discord. It's a fun place to be. You can talk about Girls und Panzer. You can vote on future polls. You can do everything else in between. Talk about any anime stuff, really. Either way, jumping into episode 5 of Girls und Panzer right now. Rightio, I have episode 5 of Girls und Panzer up there ready to go. Just a few things that I forgot to mention, or new stuff that I've discovered. One, so the 5.1 surround sound stuff, I think it sounds worse on my headphones, so we're not going to do that, even though I've tinkered with my audio stuff and even tried to use this weird like spatial sound thing. I just don't think it sounds as good. So we're going to keep the normal audio track, just the 2.0. So my next thing was the light, so I have a light up there now, which is cool. So it should maintain a general level of brightness that hasn't been there in the past, I think. Peeking over at my camera. What else? There was one more thing. Oh yeah, episode 5.5. So the little mini fake recap, whatever thing. I think I'm going to watch that on my own time just after today's recording session. So if that's a problem for anybody, apologies. We can rectify that with 10.5, but it's my understanding that it's not something that people want to see reacted to. So I'm not going to do so. Either way, back to the episode proper, we have a time code of 24 minutes and 10 seconds, sync up accordingly, picture in the description below, using those AK submarine version, so sync up accordingly with that version if you want to use that version. Either way, just going to give it a 3, 2, 1. Radio, 3, 2, 1, go. Pretty sure there's subs on by default. Just checking. Yeah, good. And we're back. We're back for more Girls und Panzer. Girls and Tanks. Please be excited. I don't know if you guys have noticed, just energy levels a little bit down today. Worked all this morning. It's about 4:30 today at this moment in time. It's 4:30 every day. But we're just going to see how we go. If we end up being like really low down, maybe I'll go grab a coffee or something, we'll say. Either way, I missed out commenting on those random goals and then the mechanic goals again, both of which may come up in the series very soon. Hello, Mako. Let's remind myself of character names. Miho? Sayori? believe it's Sayori. Hana, Yukari, Mako. Reize. We love Reize. So yeah, you would imagine the girl with the long flowing blonde hair would be American. That would make sense to me based on, anime stereotypes. Well, again, not American, but based on America. You know what I mean? The experienced Sherman Army Corps. Okay. Are we at like a tank convention or is this a tank maid cafe? Oh hell no. That's hilarious. Not the army uniform and the little apron. Of course Yukari would know. A tank cafe. Oh, it's like a sushi thinger. You know what I mean? What are you sorry? Well, it's literally a random draw. What are you talking about? Okay. They're very rich. Wait, so they're going to use 10 tanks against our 5? I don't think that's going to happen. We're going to make it a final so we're broadcast on TV. Okay, I will eat. Oh. I didn't expect this to be so soon. Yes. Eat her alive, Yukari. Oh, what? No. Fight. Another pathetic battle? Okay, I'd imagine that has to do with the flashback stuff. Shut up. Look at this sports anime bullshit. We love it. Okay. A little bit of fire in the belly. As you hide behind Hana. That's funny. Yeah, we know. Running up? I thought they won. Okay. So who did they lose to? Oh, were you the cause? Oh, okay. I think I've seen something. Oh, okay. She liked the cake. This is nice. Okay. Like sensing that Miho may be a little bit nervous about what happened. Oh, okay. If we lose, yeah, just don't put all the pressure on. Well, another punishment similar to the anglerfish dance. Are Saunders going to like sandbag a little bit and not put in their best people? What happened to Yukari? Did she fall off the ship? Oh no, she's giving people like sick fades. She has friends? Great. No, it's not that serious. Just chill, chill, chill. Oh, okay. I mean, not unexpected, but it's more like, where is she? I'll take a haircut. Yeah, we can infer as much. That's good. Okay, that's nice. What? Where does she work? She works somewhere. What is that? Yeah, what are you wearing? What is that get up? What are we doing? Oh, did you like spy? Oh, yo, 6 spy mission. How did you edit on the way home? I guess you took a train or something? Train on a boat? To a different ship? Yeah, why would you film that? Hello. I see. That's why I thought it was a part-time job. Or that the Saunders school had like a way different uniform. Thank you. What is the fish? Oh, not the song again. Okay. Oh. Okay. Okay. I've never seen you before. I think you got a little bit okay, I thought she was ad libbing like crazy. Oh yeah, here's more of that first person stuff that I liked. Yeah, but they also know that you obtained the information now, so they could change it. Also, I think I'm hearing them say Sanders, so I might switch to that. Well, she literally said early in the episode if she knew what tanks they were using, that she could form a good strategy. But my only thought is, again, they know that you saw it, so why wouldn't they change stuff? Yeah, your room's like mad. Aw. Okay, that's a bit sad. I don't know. If your dad's a hairdresser, then you just get like some crazy haircut all the time. Okay. Oh no. Nobody told me. How far in the episode are we? Oh, okay, only halfway. It's very quick. Not the little touch. What was that about? Oh, and now you went back, and now you're going to find something? Yeah, both their bags are still there. And they put in those extra reps. Yo. No, you found us out. Yo, they're doing all that sports anime shit. We're going to make it this time, chat. Did they repaint their shit? Hmm. Yukari was very hyped about that. That's a interesting quirk. Oh, okay. So these are what they were in the opening. So this would be a little bit more of their official stuff. And then we're just straight in. Okay. What was going on there? Oh, you guys are just watching? Okay. That seems pretty important. Shut up. What are you talking about? Where's the blonde one? I like the blonde one better. She's cool. Yeah, it's about what I was going to say too. Ugh, the hip thrust. We finally got a name for the student council president. And why are they so friendly? Why is she so nice? Yo, she's cool. Or maybe it's a guy's. Keep an eye on it. Keeping an eye on it. Oh, they've almost got like a bomber jacket type thing on. Gotcha. And a flag tank. I don't know what the flag tank is. Oh. So someone's like capture the flag. And they're definitely going Sanders. Okay, Sanders, Sanders, Sanders. Alright. We're putting all of our faith in the Stug 3. Oh, they're washing off the pink. Oh, gotcha. It's almost like a sports carnival because everybody's here. It's not like one-off events. Okay. I like the animals too. The animals are going to help with me. Like, because that's Rabbit Team, right? Yeah, turn off the ignition of the tank. Okay. Well, where there's one, there's normally a few. Yes. So I remember something about 3 tank platoons or something. There might be 6. Something about an overwhelming numbers advantage. You know what my closest analog for this is? Like playing paintball. When I've played paintball in the past. Yeah. Hmm. I don't know that one, but sure. Ay. Does America have a hotline to hell? That's probably a question for another day, if I'm honest. One left. Where's their flag tank? Where's the flag tank, everybody? I think the rabbit tank is going alright. Yo. Okay, cool shot. Oh, those were the 2 that we sent that way? Yeah, okay. Let's go duck tank. Oh, okay. Sure. Just run into him. Alright, no casualties. And now we can reset. Yeah, I saw the balloon before. Oh. How do we shoot it? Doesn't one of them have like a machine gun? No. Can't you shoot it out of the sky? I guess you can't like aim up. Feel like you're getting baited now. Oh, I don't think you know. You don't know that she's used, and you just think it's intuition. Oh. I wonder how she's going to react to that. Nah, I think we gotcha. Oh, well, that's the Stug 3, right? Jesus! Oh no, they're all there, are they? Yeah, we lured them into the valley. Keep shooting. Murder them all. That's one tank. Well, they're surprised they even took out one? Yeah, we can actually fight without cheating? Thoughts? Well, it's not cheating. It's in the rulebook, but you know what I mean. Yeah, just again, very interestingly structured show. So, okay, I understand the revelation behind them like cheating and listening in on comms, right? But normally you would save that for next episode, and that would be the turning point of the entire fight, right? And then we start to win from there. But no, that's just phase one. There's like way more to going on here. It's just getting interesting, apparently. It's still like 9v5, so I don't know. And it's not like the tanks are weak, right? The US ones. So like, yeah, mostly. I mean, the kind of leader of Saunders, right? She's like almost like gal type character. That makes any sense. Um, and she seems very nice. And I'm just waiting if there's going to be another shooter drop there, right? Where she's actually pretty intense. It seemed like at least the student council president was somewhat cautious. Might be a bit of history there. First round reaches its climax. And yeah, a little bit of analysis on episode 5 of Girls und Panzer. So yeah, episode 5, again, a lot goes on. We're really picking up that pacing now. It's really living up to some of the hype in that regard, living up to episode 4, which was also very fastly paced. We're just into it. Like, we don't spend any time focusing on any particular moment. You just kind of go, which is cool. Like, specifically around the midpoint, it's just kind of like let's do this like little mini thing where we're training in our off time, and then like literally 20 seconds later we're already at the event, right? Now we get measured, we get our uniforms, a bit more like 30 seconds, and we're already just there. Righto. Yeah, it's an interesting one, right? Like, well, what is our set of priorities there? Just movement, absolute movement. Round one, I don't know if they mean like round one of like a best of 3 against this school, or round one of the overall tournament structure. So this would be, what would you say, like a quarterfinal? Is this what round one is? Just the quarterfinal in general? I do not know. I think the Yukari Miho stuff is pretty strong this episode. The Yukari stuff in general, just yeah, it fits her being a character that, you know, doesn't have a whole bunch of friends and stuff, and has doting parents, and is a little bit dorky, and yeah, it's good. It matches with what the character should be doing, right? Another part, just adding to the friend group stuff, is in this scene here where we run into to Maho and her little friend. I don't know, from Black Forest, and we back up Miho, which I thought was really fun. Like, she's obviously still feeling down about the whole thing. I think there's some implication that she may have been responsible for Black Forest losing last year, or something to that effect, right? And obviously she's feeling bad about that at this moment, and then everybody gets up and kind of stands up for her in a way that I really enjoy. Other than that, the tactics of the fight at the end are interesting. I think it's an engaging setup with the wiretapping and the numbers disadvantage and stuff. I think we're already showing a little bit more than we did in the exhibition match. There's been some tangible improvement. Again, we had a little training montage that normally comes with that. I'm keen to see how, because I reckon there's going to be an ebb and a flow, right? So we need Saunders to take back the initiative here at some point, take back the control of the game. And then how are we going to recover from that again? I do not know, but we will see. I better get into the episode proper, otherwise I'll be here all day. But yeah, good. Thumb up. Good episode. The first thing that I really like about the episode is this absolute ridiculousness that is like the tank maid cafe. They call it a tank cafe. It's full of tank paraphernalia, for lack of a better term, whilst obviously being parody of the Japanese maid cafe phenomenon, I guess. A very funny joke. Double thumb up, like matching your two genres of like cute girl and tank in a very cute way. I think it's very good. My only regret is that they aren't running the tank cafe and aren't in uniforms. That's my only regret in life, really. I'd have to imagine that this is just like in town still, maybe still again after on a different day. It would have to be a different day because they went back to the ship. Why is everybody here? Why did they run into Black Forest is my question. Anyway, I digress. It does not matter. Oh no, we ended on the draw, so we drew a bad number. So we're at wherever we're doing the draw. Gotcha. Okay, gotcha. There, the cakes come out on a little truck. It's like it's the sushi thingo. You know what I'm talking about, right? Where they get on the train. Is it a sushi train? Yeah, most certainly is. It's called a sushi train, but it's like a tank equivalent with pastries. So again, as we learned last week, we matched up against Saunders. Saunders is rich school. Miho is apologetic for pulling that lot, even though she can't control that at all because it's random, and they can only use 10 tanks in the first round. So yeah, they're using 10 tanks in the first round, which is 5 more than we have. We're at a numbers disadvantage for sure, as the comments have alluded to. Apparently the final match of whatever we're doing is going to be on national TV too, so that's obviously leading up to a season climax. You'd think that would be the structure we would use. Either way, we get somebody calling out Vice Commander. Vice Commander. All these little tidbits of knowledge, right? So you're seemingly Maho's like right hand girl, right? Former vice commander, meaning your commander, right? So you guys were both commanders. You fucked up and then ran away. That's what I'm gathering so far, I think. Again, Yukari's the first one to get like all up in arms in her defense, but then just backs down immediately. I don't know what that's about. And then she talks some more smack, and then everybody gets up and about. And then they should punch each other in the head right now, but they won't. Yeah, don't disgrace the Nishizubi name. Why would the other one, be concerned about that and not? Is she like simping for Maho? What's going on there? Anyway, I digress. Again, as I said before, it's very nice to see all the friends standing up for her. Up to and including Mako in her own weird way, right? She's like, it'd be very embarrassing if all these established schools lost to us, right? The little ragtag group from their ivory towers. Sayori here with the little cherry on top with the bear, classic stuff. So again, the context, that's Black Forest. They won every year. They were runners-up last year. They won the championship 9 years in a row. That was going to be their 10th year. You're looking sad about it. Yeah, I think you could put 1 and 2 together here, right? The next interesting question is like, who did they lose to? Because that'd be interesting to know. Because then, if we fight that school as Allrai, right? Like, that'll have a bunch of Miho baggage to it, right? She's going to be like, well, this is who I lost to last time. Of course, those demons are going to come back. That would make sense to me if I was structuring it. I guess all this Yukari stuff, where she's happy to be participating and part of the group and blah, 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 takes on a new set of meaning once we learn about her family, what her life up to this point has been like, and the amount of friends she has had, which is not a lot. Yeah, it gets a little bit more power, I'll say that. So she's like, I'm happy to just participate. But then the student council's like, no, we need you to win. Like, bad. For an undisclosed reason as well, which is, I guess, another thing to keep an eye on, because you say some sus stuff. Yeah, after all, if we lose, we're not allowed to tell them. don't know why. Why would you do that? And then upon hearing that all the pressure's on her shoulders, we get Miho trying to figure out what kind of tanks they're going to use for their, setup. Oh, and this is obviously where you get the motivation to do what you do the next day. If only I knew their lineup, I could come up with a strategy, a proper strategy, right? Oh, and then we see this ship, and then we go to our school. Oh, gotcha. Okay, so that makes a whole lot more sense. So she's snuck onto a, it almost looked like Toys R Us or something was the company. It was like some weird convenience store. Gonna hop on their ship, sneak over to their ship, their school, and then figure out some stuff. Figure out what tanks they're going to use. So again, we don't know that right now. She didn't show up for school. She's not answering her phone. So we go to her house and find that she or her family runs a barber shop. They cut hair. We get the very classic parents doting over their daughter, doesn't have many friends, get very excited and put on a big fuss whenever anybody's over. Oh, I forget where I've seen this, but I've definitely seen this in the past, in anime as well as, real life, because that's what happens, kinda. In particular, it's very cute that the dad does it. I find that endearing, right? Not any less than the mum, but, it's cute. It's cute. He likes his daughter. So now we're in Yukari's room. We have a little look around. She's got a whole bunch of tank military stuff posters. I don't know what any of these things are, but she loves them, so sure. This one's a little bit more obvious, but what's going on here? I don't know. I'd watch this. I'd probably watch this. So yeah, always obsessed with tanks has been Yukari. Not able to make many friends because of it. Found some comrades through Senshido. Again, I feel like I've seen this even in sports stuff very recently. Anyway, I'm sure it'll come to me. Interesting. Okay, here's a small part too. You look over, you being Mako, look over at this picture, and then almost sigh and narrow your eyes a little bit. So what's going on there? Again, grandma? What happened to her parents? Thoughts? Are they just away? Or are they away? We're going to have to see. But yeah, just a small thing that I caught there with Mako. And then Yukari shows up, and she's wearing a convenience store uniform. Originally, I was almost like, is this just their fucking school uniform? And it's tacky as hell. Because red, white, blue. Come on. And they're just, I don't know, wear 3/4 pants and convenience store polos to school. No, that's not the case. She had multiple costumes that she needed to change into. As we've gone through it, her plan was, again, some espionage. She went in to steal some secrets and was successful in that endeavor. It's a small thing, but I like the input HDMI thing up here. I think it puts us in the scene a lot more. She literally just changed the TV to the right thing, and now we're watching her little edit of our again, espionage, secret journalist video. And now some light editing on the way home makes more sense because she would have been on that cargo ship for however long it took the cargo to go back from Saunders to Ori. Oh no, Saunders just seems like a chill school. There's a few characters that are mean, the girl that did the radio scam thing. She seems mean, but the rest of them just seem nice. I don't know. We said hi, and they said hi back. You don't get that at most schools, really. She goes to, the tank carrier, I guess. The tank fucking room where they keep all the tanks, and she, nerds out for a bit. And now at the team briefing, we figure out all of the tanks they're going to use, and you're very forthcoming with information that I like. But, yeah, you're the one that catches us out. So, okay, let me see. Let me break this down, because again, I'm not the tank guy yet, but let me break this down. 1 Firefly, 1 Sherman 76, and then 8 unmarked 75s. So again, are they all Shermans? You'd think so. And then obviously 8 just normal fucking tanks, and then 2 ones we would actually have to worry about. In the next phase of the fight, you would think. I think we just push our luck a little bit too far here where we start asking all these questions. So oh yeah, how would the platoons be organized? So it won't be 2 platoons of 5. It'll be 1 company with just 3 tanks per platoon. Okay, so they're working together. Like it was one whole conglomerate, but there's groups of 3, and then one extra, obviously. So, okay, I'm seeing like 3 groups of 3 roaming around, and then Flag Tank just fucking hiding somewhere. I think her cover gets blown as well when she knows that the opposition will have the Stug 3. Like, why would these guys, big school, care about what the other group have? Like, we're just gonna crush them and win. Maybe that's why everyone's so chill as well. Like they're just expected to get to the next round. Either way, then she has to like leg it. And again, like you guys are like concerned. You just laugh. That's funny. Okay. And then yeah, we get some of the fun first person stuff that I liked. Yeah. As a whole, I think this whole sequence has been directed quite well as well. Just as, you know, the camera turning back to her, she's like vlogging to herself, and what she's filming, and a little bit of the camera sway and bob when we use it as well. Yeah, it's good. It was a nice sequence in the middle of the episode here for sure, as well as the credits towards the end are very good too. I missed this as well. Recon prior to matches is allowed under official rules. Okay, so you kind of cheated, and then they cheated back by using the balloon thing, right? So now we know about their strategy, what tanks they'll have, what their flag tank is, all sorts of crap. So thanks to Yukari, she pulled through, and we get nice and sappy that I like. You know, you're like a nerd. You found friends. It's cute. I like it a lot. And then again, like funny tone, right? So like, sad moment. Before that, all my friends were tanks. She's right. All her friends were tanks. I think I'm getting the tone a little bit better. The show, like, it's funny. It's a funny show. Oh, and maybe something about her haircut was keeping people away. Maybe it's a little bit of a gangster haircut. I don't know about that terminology, but sure. Now we skip into the next portion. We finish practice, or at least official full group practice, and then we're going to go home, right? And then Hana stops Sayori, right? No, actually, we have some business to take care of, and all of these, like, smiles, right? Oh, yeah, just go away. It's fine. So they think that they're not worthy or not up to Miho's level right now. But then, again, Miho, like, forgets something on her way home, back home from school, I think, and then comes back, sees their bags are still there, and goes to investigate. When she does, she sees that everybody is still working on it, right down until like the sunset. So cool. We're passionate about it. We're working hard. Even Marco, which is weird. Yeah, and we're like doing like a time trial thing through here. So we're getting faster. Just, yeah, points for. Good stuff. Now we have a little bit of a training montage, something that I expected we would do this episode from last week. First thing we see here is that we see that the freshman team are changing their color. So maybe these different colors and whatever aren't allowed. And maybe we're just having a little bit of fun when we were using them before, and they're not going to be a permanent thing. You're like very hype about hearing Miho's measurements, and you're like touching her. Anyway, are we gay? Are we gaying right now? We can be doing that. I'm not adverse to that. I watched 5 seasons of Symphogear. I'm not. So, sure, why not? Just go for it. Go for it, everybody. We get our new little uniforms here, which look pretty slick, I must say. It's probably got some historical connotation, but somebody would need to run me through it. I know that the US ones look kind of like bomber jackets. That's what I've inferred. I keep saying the US. You know what I mean? Sanders. Not Saunders, Sanders. I wanted to talk about this. So what's like going on? If I can, again, grab it. Here. What's going on through that section? Because I think it looks really good, but it's just a little bit, like, it almost like, if it was a video game, it'd slow down the frame rate. That's what the kind of feel it gives me. I guess it's a bit jarring coming off like no motion here into that, and then the background's like no motion. Is that what it is? Either way, I think it looks cool. I was just curious. I like that that Yukari's parents are here too. That's nice. That, and we almost have like special comments from Saint Gloriana's here as well, which is just nice. We like that. Again, like it's the classic example. Pokemon, right? Is like you'll see them doing like a Pokemon battle, and then they'll flash over to Misty and Brock or whatever in the crowd, and they'll be like, "Blank used blank. This is why blank is doing blank." Like, just again explaining what's happening for the audience as we're seeing it. Which again, there's a level of separation here. Again, it's not like we're watching soccer. We need somebody to explain the tactics and what's going on sometimes. So yeah, you guys seem like the evil guys. You guys are like evil. Well, not really, but just like a bit mean. Like, and then your president, the commander, she seems really nice. What's the mismatch here? Again, keeping an eye on it. Either way, we get invited over to their camp for a little meal or something before the match. Hey, Anzi. She shortened Kadotani Anzu to Anzi. Okay. Kadotani Anzu. I may put that in my Google Doc. And then we call her K. And then okay. K. Not KKK, that'd be bad. But, K. What is K? What is K short for? Either way, then she finds, we're gonna call you K, tentatively. K finds Yukari and recognizes her from before. And then, yeah, it just seems nice. Like, you're welcome anytime, just come on over. We're always open. What gives, basically? You shouldn't be nice. What's going on? So now we're into like official stuff. I think it's like immobilize the flag tank. That's what we're trying to do. So there's always going to be some Harry Potter golden snitch type energy to what we have going on, where there could be an all or nothing play for the flag tank at any point. So keep that in the back pocket. It's not always just going to be about numbers advantage, right? We can come back from basically anything. So I think the Stug 3 is going to sit back. Our general plan is to lure them into that tank, which is I think what we see at the end of the episode where we lure that one tank into the valley. And again, pacing-wise, we're just into it, and the last, 5 to 10-ish minutes of the last episode is all about just the battle. So our initial strategy is to sit back in the forest and then just suss things out, basically. Use the trees as cover a little bit. We're scouting the area along with Rabbit Team and Duck Team. They're both going in scouting. Very cool. Rabbit Team seems like the freshman. Duck Team seems like the volleyball guys. Hippo and our anglerfish will advance while guarding Turtle. Okay. Hippo is history people, right? Because they've got the hippo with the butt showing, right? And anglerfish is us, because we've got the little fish in our tank, right? Which is interesting because of the dance. That's cute. And Turtle, you would have to imagine, is the student council. Wait, no. Hippo would have to be student council then. Because we're guarding Turtle, who is Stug 3? Am I stupid? Yeah, no, Turtle has the flag, but Hippo is the history people still. Which one's Panzer 4? I'm losing it a little bit. Yeah, you'd have to imagine Turtle has the flag. This is Stug 3, and then the fish one is Panzer 4, right? You'd have to imagine. So this is the student council sitting back, with Momo with the shot. And then again, history team have the big tank. Okay, gotcha. I think I'm getting it. It'll be interesting to watch this segment and see everybody communicating on the radios, knowing that again, Saunders is just hearing all of this the whole time. Like they already heard the first call out, right? Like now we're surrounded by 6. Oh no! Reinforcements will be coming from the southwest, and now then we know that's coming. I don't know about this hotline to hell stuff. Is that because you look over at the balloon here? So do you already know? You know that they don't know, but they're doing it, and that's why you say this. Okay, I think that's it. My nation has everything, including the power to hear your voice. I mean, if we're following that freshman team arc at the moment, they're not like instantly losing. So shoutouts to them, basically. That sounds pretty good. It's a bold tactic to put 9 in the forest, but it's less bold if you know that they're all going to be in the forest as well. Yeah, so again, I hate to beat a dead horse. As soon as hearing that they're going to go northwest, send some tanks southwest. So, yeah, makes sense, right? You know, depending on their angles, gets you the flank. Again, we see that they've got us surrounded again, and we're just going to try to charge straight through. I don't know why we win, but we do. We just kind of make it. Arisu's foresight is here today. It's like really good. And of course she's like hearing the thing. But I remember Arisu, there's like an OVA named after that. Like again, Arisu Alice OVA at some point, maybe? Unless there's 2 characters called Alice. I don't know. So we get out of there. Miho thinks for a second. It's like that they knew that we were going to be there. Looks up, sees the balloon, and figures it all out, right? That they've been spying on our comms the entire time. And of course whispers it so that they can't hear it on the radio. Makes perfect sense. This is the second time this episode we've gotten out the rulebook. We check it. Apparently wiretapping isn't forbidden, so we're allowed to use it. And again, this kind of fits with the Saunders school being rich. Just has a lot of stuff that they could use, like 10 tanks, plus we get to hear your comms. Sounds really good, right? But again, upon learning this, we can now use it against them, right? Because they don't know that we don't know. Well, they don't know that we know. Yeah. So it's weird, right? I was thinking that you don't know that they're cheating, right? And just think it's good intuition at the moment. Or are you guys just like joking among yourselves and you've set this up the whole time? We will learn next episode for sure. Again, without all of the detail, we essentially just lure them out into the open and then shoot them and then kill a tank, right? Our little diversion tactic worked, basically. I do like the slow realization that we fucked up, though, as well as the Jesus and then dying. Dead tank. And again, just for those that don't know, we got around it by texting instead of using the official radios. That's how we communicated and were able to put this ambush together, which is pretty clever. We see that the history team got the kill there with the Stug 3 as well. This is a little bit of payoff for the start of the episode where you were surprised that they would, you thought that they would lose immediately, but they didn't. And you're flabbergasted at that for some reason, even though it's a 10v5, so it's natural that they're probably going to lose one. That's just, did you think that would wipe them? It's just not how it's going to work. But now we get our most obvious lead into the next episode. Things are getting interesting, and then E-Day. So things will get interesting in the very short future. A lot of content in that episode for sure. Really enjoyable. Again, broadly pretty funny. I like a lot of the Yukari stuff early, and then moving into a pretty intense tactical battle against Saunders Academy. I think they're called Academy. Anyway, I digress. Episode 6 upcoming very shortly, and I'm just gonna watch it straight up because why not? Rightio, I have episode 6 of und Panzer up here ready to go. 24 minutes and 12 seconds on this one, so sync up accordingly. I've got those AK submarine subs, as well as the picture-in-picture, which I'm sure you guys are already aware of. So, again, no reason to stand on ceremony, so just going to give it a 3, 2, 1. Radio? 3, 2, 1. Go! Yeah, nice opening to keep back on. It's about 5:30 at the moment, and I'm getting kind of tired. So we may watch the episode and then talk about it tomorrow. Just because, again, kind of tired, and I want to be attentive. It means the video is going to be late, but it was going to be late anyway, and this allows me to get the picture-in-picture rendering and stuff, so should be okay. She'll be right. Still don't know who you guys even are. The turtle makes more sense now that I've seen the computer that you guys just had, right? Student Council Turtle. I don't know what that's about, but sure. Yeah, cool. Thinking I was very dirty. Did some hard work today. Hard yakka. Yeah, what is that, like, little middle school there between Black Forest and Saunders? That'd be our next opponent, you'd think. We'll see. We will have to see. Who needs a pop-off moment this episode? Maybe like Sayori does something cool. And cool, this is very recappy. I literally just saw this. But in real life, a week has passed if you were watching this as it was airing, if I can speak. The first round reaches its climax. We'll see. But it was just one of their little drone tanks or whatever, so who cares? Indeed. What's next? Okay. Yeah, but again, this is the same thing. Like, we know that they know that. Okay. Our fearless leader, ladies and gentlemen. Unless they know. Do they know? I hear them coming. Oh. 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 Oh, hello. Were you meant to be here? Oh, this is very funny. This standoff. Why? I guess you guys have a wicker. Wait, do you guys have the weak gun? No, volleyball have the weak gun. Okay, so they fucked up, basically. Oh no. Whoa. Okay, that was cool. Bro, oh yeah, and using like she can text really fast. That's funny. That's good. What the fuck? Wait, that is the volleyball team? I didn't recognize them out of their costumes. Yeah, it's just a Type 89, so we can destroy it very easily. Okay. What does that mean? That's so lame. Yo. Yeah, the sound there is kind of sick with the machine gun. I think we're owning. Yo. Okay, we're cool. What is this shot? Okay, she did know about the wiretapping. Oh, yeah, okay. Maybe you didn't? Okay, sure. Battles must be fought fairly. Maybe she's just cool. I keep thinking the worst of you. Okay, what is this music? Yo, she's so honorable. Again, this same like understanding, right? Like battles with Ori, they're novel. We haven't seen them before, like that kind of thing, right? We already had an idiot with a manual early in the series. Yeah, this music is funny. Unamused. This isn't real Senshido. Never ego it. Never ego it. Look how shouty she is. Their school's gonna get shut down soon? Are we love live in this shit? I think we might be. Probably obscenities. Yeah, I think the school's gonna shut down. We needed Senshido to save the school. Still very helpful, student council president. What are you talking about? Not Takahashi. Oh, hell nah. Yeah, sounds scary. Yeah, it's about honor. You wouldn't understand. 3,000 meters? Yo. Yo, we're cool. We're saved. I'm liking. Is this Alice? I'm liking her as a character. She's very funny. She's very animated. Oh, that shot's cool too. It's like I'm watching tanks on like a diorama. Do we need to even do that anymore? I know they're still wiretapping, but like... Elaborate. Or not. Tenorji. Okay. Like, they climbed out of a little speech bubble. Okay. The one in the middle is going to do something? I think the volleyball team fucking lost. Oh no. No injuries, except we're fucked. Okay. Yeah, you. Yo. 3v9? That's pretty bad. And it's this one girl chewing gum that's a crack shot. She goes crazy. Yeah, it doesn't seem good. I'm gonna be real. What could we even do? Yeah, maybe. Oh, hell no. We're gonna like pull some bullshit here like crazy. Not the haiku. What was the thing about the cucumber? What were we talking about there? Oh, the little shake. I like that. Determination. Are we really like... Yeah. Bro, these episodes go crazy. What are we gonna do? Okay. Just land one shot? Oh no. Head pats. Okay, good. Ah. I thought that was one person. I'm like, what's happening? Oh. It's not, but sure. Okay, are we doing it? All we need to do is catch the golden snitch. That's all we need to do. Yes, mum. Oh yeah, now I'm thinking about it. Naomi must be the one that like called out Yukari at the thing before. Naomi. Whoa. It's almost like a sniper duel. Yo! Not the drift. The tank's drifting is cool. I like that a lot. I mean, you gotta lead the shot, right? Not the flower... How would flower arranging be involved? Okay. 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 I think we got them, though. We did it. I think we did it. Yeah. It was like a crazy like triangle of shots, right? Yeah, they made a crazy shot. If you like clicked like 1 second earlier. It sounds like they're good sports though. Minus again, is it Alice? Yeah, we had a good strategy. We drove up to the right spot. We did it. Thank you. Everyone, big group hug. Never in doubt. Not for a second. Okay. Now do we do a little bit of epilogue cleanup stuff here? It's very intense, like telling us to bow. Yeah, almost like that same response, right? Exciting. For honor. My tank will cry? I don't want that. Honor. Bro, I think she's cool. I'm ready to say it. I think she's cool. We did it? Yeah, but you guys would never do something like that. Shannon's to the US. I never thought I'd say it. But here we are. Oh, you're in trouble though. Okay, so yeah, we didn't care for the wiretapping. K, I believe her name is K, some variation of K. Okay, I'll have that too. Yeah, she's definitely got the cat thing going, right? Grandma? Or no? What? Okay. Thoughts? Oh, clearly isn't. clearly isn't. Oh, that's okay. That's actually really bad. Why don't we swim? She's just as stupid as I am. Oh, yo. Yo, face turn? Yes, I can. This is Senshido. Yo, that's unexpected. And this shot looks really good. That's a respectful bow. Oh yeah, because there's like a Sari Mako thing. Yeah, Maho might be cool. Who'd have thought it? Who'd have thunk it? But again, this is just like come out of nowhere. It's very funny in that regard. Interesting. How long do we have left? Yeah, so very soon done. But it'd be interesting to see where we go next. So Prava High School is another one we're setting up. Okay. That looks pretty brutal. Okay. Are you Prava High School? And then you're obviously Black Forest. Why do their matches seem so much more bleak? They're fighting at like Mount Doom. Okay, sure. But I thought we fought like Anzio or something next. Based on the bracket I saw like a couple episodes ago. I do not know. Yeah, you would imagine we'd be diving into a little bit more of this Marco stuff next episode as well, because there was that one shot last episode looking at the parents of Yukari in that picture. So maybe we'll learn a little bit more about her backstory, which would be interesting. Because again, if Grandma is the guardian, you have to infer some stuff, right? But yeah, I wonder how we're going to get like a whole bunch of use out of this like almost golden snitch type concept, right? Where you just kill one tank and you win. Is every match going to be us going down to a disadvantage and landing a clutch shot? Maybe not. Or maybe. I do not know. I mean, it's always nice when you can do something and just win the game against all odds. It's not very realistic for like a sport, but it's fun to watch, so, you know. But yeah, as I said before, I'll probably quit here for the day, go change clothes, go to sleep, work again tomorrow, and come back and talk about the episode. Well, next up is Anzio. There you go. But yeah, we're going to call it here for today, but I'll catch you guys tomorrow for talking about this episode in some greater detail. So I'll see you then. And we're back. We're here. It's the next day. We're watching und Panzer, episode 6 again. Much like the previous time we did a kind of conflict in und Panzer, I thought it was very, very fast. So not a lot really even plays out from our game state at the end of the last episode, if that makes any sense. So, like, they're still kind of cheating with the whole, intercepting comms thing. Cheating, it's in the rules, but I digress. They still don't know that. We set up another counterattack. I think the volleyball team kind of fuck up, and then their commander wants to make it like an honorable match, so it only goes forth with that many tanks. You could say that they were, sandbagging at that moment, something that we probably won't see in the future in the series from other teams. Saunders ended up being like a really likable team, I thought. Even I believe it's Alice doing her thing, Arisu, where she's screaming and technically not cheating but cheating. I found that pretty endearing as well. You got the one that snipes good. You got the one with the helmet. Not this one, but there's another one later with a helmet as well. I don't know. They seem cool. Is basically what I want to get across. And after that, there's a little bit of a making up and a follow up to the conflict that was in this episode. And then after that, we dive straight into some more character drama. So again, very similar structurally to our last episode where we finished a fight, right, against St. Glorianas, of course. Again, just like handshake, this was good fight, and then bam, we're right into the next thing. And at that point, that was Hana's little thing with her mother, and now it's Marco's thing with her grandmother. I think the most pertinent thing going forward, the thing we should keep an eye on the most, is this, like, face turn kind of from Maho, or at least like this line that we keep seeing. This is Senshido, or that's what Senshido is, right? Like this idea of honor and fairness and all these other things, right? In a very sports show kind of way. I actually really enjoy it, and it seems that despite everything, Maho still acts like this. So, hooray! Just helps her sister when she needs it, or her sister's friends, or helps when she can. I don't know if we're like good friends again, but it's something. I don't know. She seemed to me like the evilest person in the show, and now she's clearly not. So I don't know. Even her little friend still like drove the helicopter, piloted the helicopter. So she can't be that sour grapes about the whole thing either. Either way, we will see. I guess I should say how they ended the fight as well, with this kind of snipe off between Hana and Naomi, I think it was, which I thought was a pretty hype way to do it. Just the timing thing where, yeah, we're going to take out that tank like a split second before our tank is taken out. Pretty cool, pretty hype moment. But again, we'll watch through all of that again here. We do one of my pet peeves here, so be prepared for me to complain about it. We show too much of a preview. But again, that's just the way I'm watching it, so you can't be too mad about it. that, hey, when you're watching this week by week, there's going to be a gap there, and then it would make way more sense for this to be here. This is episode 6, first round, reaches its climax. And again, as I've explained, we kind of just go back and do the same thing again here, where they keep trying to cheat on the comms because they don't know that we figured it out yet. I love this like evil look as she thinks she's scheming, but she's actually getting schemed upon, that being Alice. And yeah, we're setting up another trap, basically. So I was back and forth in the episode as to whether you knew about the comms intercepting, that kind of thing, right? You didn't, and you wanted to fight with honor in the end anyway. Anyway, based character, by the way. Based as hell. But yeah, as of this point, she's still getting fed the information and is going to take the bait as set up by Miho and the gang. And then, of course, they make it to the site. Nobody's here because it's a trap. You guys got tricked. So we literally could have kept playing this trick if not for this. But it also is one of the funniest moments of the episode, so you've got to give them a bit of slack in that regard. So here's the volleyball team. They just like pull up. We have a little bit of a staring contest for a little bit. It's just good. It's good stuff. Yeah, this is just very fun. This whole chase here and the discovery and everything just helps the characters to shine through in these situations. One of the funniest moments of the episode for sure. I don't know what they're like volleyballing dynamite. I don't know what that's about. Oh, it's like a flare? It's probably like a flare now that I think about it. Which is pretty hype. It like blocks their vision. Some out of reverse libero. I don't know what that's about. As we learnt during our, I guess, learnings this episode, the volleyball team tank, very weak, so we can get away with firing it just with the machine gun rather than actual tank artillery stuff. So yeah, effectively the volleyball team tank acted as a decoy, brought this tank over here, and then the situation looks really bad. Another like really funny shot. This looks like so serious. Yeah, we kind of choked there and didn't get the kill, and then we confess essentially that we've been wiretapping the entire time. And then yeah, I keep telling you battles must be fought fairly. She's cool. And then she thinks to herself, she's like, well, we've been kind of battling unfairly. What's the best way to make this fair again? So let's match numbers. I only need 3 tanks to follow me. So it'll be 3 tanks plus the tank that she's in plus the one that's getting chased. So it'll be a 5v5 essentially. And now it's time for Naomi to do her thing. She's a crack shot. That's her thing. She chews gum and she shoots good. Pretty cool character, I must say. We keep bringing up this theme, so original. This isn't a battle that's happened before. It hasn't played out like this normally, right? This is so much fun. Like, again, this is what Ori bring to the situation, right? Again, they're the ragtag group. They bring this different energy, less official, right? They're attempting to bring down the big, powerful system, right? At least a little bit. Yeah, I think they're getting across that very well. Alice here then starts to get, you know, a little bit manic. She thinks she's going to get taken out. Delusions of grandeur, potentially. Anyway, I digress. It's, again, funny character. Little bit manic. Maybe this is the same helmet girl as before. Or maybe a lot of them have helmets. I do not know. But she's kind of getting the raw end here, definitely. Oh my god. Those scrubs shouldn't even be in the competition. They're about to beat you. Oh, here's the thing I wanted to talk about. Their school's about to be shut down anyway. Ignore everything else. But, yeah, school's about to get shut down. That seems like plot-relevant stuff. That seems like the thing that the student council were talking about before that they neglected to tell us. That the school's in trouble. We're going, like, full Love Live mode. We got to we got to tank to save the school, essentially. Tank good enough to get funding or something. Something to that effect, anyway. There's going to be some reveal around this relatively soon, you would think. Again, I'm guessing, but this seems like a pretty logical way for the plot to go. It's, you know, it's pretty well set up. Again, just some more points in the Addis is kind of crazy column. Who the hell is Takahashi? Anyway, it's just funny stuff. We're about to swing. It's about to be the clap back by Saunders, or Sanders, I think we're calling him Sanders. So we hear the shot of the Firefly 17, I believe it's called, which has a very, very big gun. It's very powerful. So this distance is about 5,000 meters. I think they say the effective range of the Firefly is around 3,000, which is very far. I didn't know the tanks could shoot that far, but anyway, get this really patriotic music playing as the troops rally. USA, USA, USA. and so forth. Yeah, and I think we see it best demonstrated here, where we see, you know, the first tank we're chasing, and the end followed by, if I can grab it properly, yeah, this group. We're kind of wedged in the middle. It's a little bit of almost a pincer thing, right? Where again, we're the meat in the sandwich. Oh, that's probably what we mean about the cucumber later. Okay, gotcha. We changed structure here, where we're now going to have the bunny team and the duck team, which I think is the first years in volleyball. They're going to focus back. They're going to try to, you know, defend against the onslaught from behind, and these two are going to press on with the attack. I think that makes sense for the tanks used in each of these situations too. I think that makes sense. We get a little bit more of our kind of comic reaction corner stuff. This one in particular is really good because she escapes her boundary, her logical boundary for what she should be inside when she's screaming "shut up" because it's really loud and, you know, overbearing of everything else, right? She also missed again. Thanks, Momo. You're doing that a lot. Yeah, here we are. In a sandwich, it's not the bread, but the cucumber in the middle that's most delicious. So it's a cryptic way of saying that Aura is actually in a pretty interesting spot at the moment. They're the tasty one, not the bread. The Saunders bread. Also, cucumber sandwiches, isn't that like a British thing? Anyway. It would make sense if it was. Of course, the two slices pressing down let the cucumber develop its flavor. And yeah, when in that high pressure situation, we do perform. Well, not, I mean, immediately, because we start to lose people now. There goes the volleyball team. Very weak tank, just took one shot and died. Here we have is Naomi chewing her gum, taking the shots. Massively powerful and accurate shot on the first years there, resulting in them being taken out as well. That Pinocchio tank? Oh, because it's got a long nose. Yeah, I mean, it's got a long, very powerful gun. And now it's looking bad for our heroes. It looks like we're at a severe disadvantage and outgunned, basically, as well. It seems that our little game's gonna come to its end, but no. We have the golden snitch up our sleeves, essentially. You're talking a lot of smack for somebody that was delirious not a couple of minutes ago. But anyway. I think we could have focused on you getting your just desserts a little bit more. That would have been funny. History team's doing some haikus or something. We need to come up with a strategy, basically, of how we're going to pull this off. I do like this from Miho as well. Like, shaking hand into, like, thinking about it. Steady your hand, determination. Okay, let's go for it. Has been in a bad situation before and is nervous about it ending up that same way again, but steels herself in time to come up with something. Our impassioned speech is, because they're driving and shooting, they're not very accurate. Which is true. We've seen that before. And all we need to do is grab that flag tank, one shot, and we can win. I like this from Momo, seeing different sides. She seemed like a bit of a hard ass early, but now is like scared that they're going to lose. It is terrified of getting shot at. Which, again, makes sense. It's just fun. Fun stuff. Fun characters. This is good as well. So, okay, like, I need to steal my own hand, but then also my hands are being covered by, what do we have here? Hana and Yukari. Hey, you're exactly right. We have your support here. What's our plan? Senshido with friends equals good. That's what we're getting across here. Which, again, is the central theme of what we have going on with the main conflict, which is Miho. So, good. Reinforces that. This is where Hana really takes control. She's like, all we need is one shot. Take us up onto that hill, please. Raise. Take us up onto that hill. And then I'll land the shot. And I mean, this is just the classic sports show stuff, right? So we've been putting in the extra hours training, and then we finally make the shot, you know? It's perfect. It's exactly what you want from this scene. And now here's our setup, the chasing party, the one with the 4 tanks, as well as the 3 tanks, as well as the Firefly. They see that one of the tanks is going up on the ridge. It's a sitting duck. They're calling out death from above. They know exactly what's going to happen. They've stopped as well, so it's going to be a more accurate shot. You have Naomi, the ace, on the gun, who's going to land the shot as well. The pressure is on to perform. Oh, I forgot we did a sick drift around the explosion first. Okay, cool, sick. Apparently we're going to focus as if you're arranging flowers. We've set it up well. This is it. The decisive moment. We see the shell loaded. We see the eye on the sight, I guess. A very soft fire from Hana, and we see everything play out from here, right? You see the shot taken here and the shot taken at basically the exact amount of time. Like the exact same time, if that makes any sense. So one's like traveling as one shot, and we land the shot. In all of my like watching of this episode, I didn't realize that the tank we were chasing was the flag tank. Like that's Alice's tank, right? Okay, cool. I didn't know that. Yeah, either way, so again, like shot from here goes here, shot from here goes here, basically at the same time, but we won because we took out the flag tank. And the crowd goes wild. I don't know what this little smile's about. Okay. Do we have one of you in every fucking tank? What's going on here? Why are there so many girls with helmets with like kind of reddish hair? Even though it's not really, it's kind of brownish. I don't know. I like the helmets though, they're cute. Either way, we won, which is pretty epic. But I mean, Hana should be more excited. She's the one that made the shot. Apparently it was all just thanks to her encouragement. I take some credit. Pop off, you popped off. And then this is just great. Everyone like comes back and joins them and there's a big old group hug. Yeah, see? Look at that. Great. Again, all of this plays out pretty quickly. We get congratulated as winners. Oh, I can't believe we won against Sherman tanks. And then Captain v Captain, or Commander v Commander. Apparently it's exciting enough for me to just cuddle you, even though I like don't know you. The other thing I didn't notice is that we're wearing like very short shorts and very long socks. So again, this is still anime. Why did you only bring 4 tanks so it would be evenly matched? Why? Apparently that's Senshido. That's our line as we wink and point the finger. Yeah, she's based. She's based as hell. That's Senshido. Okay. Senshido is about being fair, evenly matched, winning on kind of fair grounds rather than using sneaky tactics. Okay, sure. That's your perspective on it anyway. I wonder if that'll differ as we go to different schools. Another underrated line here as well is Miho's like, well, you guys would have won if you brought more tanks. It's like, well, yeah, but we didn't, and you won instead. So, like, great. Just, like, not discounting their win at all. Like, no, you won. Make sure that you guys celebrate this. You beat us. Apparently, that's a naive thing to say. I can't believe they didn't bring every single tank. Again, there's a conflict brewing here for sure. Apparently, there's going to be a debriefing for Alice as well, based on her actions here. Yeah, she may be getting in a little bit of trouble. Yeah, so again, everything's going great. Big old triumphant marching band music is playing. Epic. There's like 2 minutes left in the episode. Nothing could go wrong, right? So we're going to head back and have extra large parfaits before hearing Marco's phone go off. Oh, what could it be? Also, her phone meows because she's got like a cat thing going on. So it's been broadly set up about the grandma. So we know that a grandma exists. She doesn't recognize the number initially. You'd think it'd be somebody that found her. Just letting family know and that kind of thing. Maybe it's even a hospital calling. I don't know. Yeah, she gets some bad news about her grandma. Apparently she's taken a fall, I think the word was. Oh no, initially it's nothing. And then she drops her phone. Clearly it's not nothing. There's definitely some Sayori Marco stuff going on too. Yeah, grandma had a fall. That's just terrible. You can't even joke about that. That's a very bad thing that has happened. Apparently, we need to get to the hospital very quickly. The hospital at Orai. And this is where we get a little bit of the logistics of it as well. So how do we get back? Because the Academy ship has to return to port first. I don't know what that means, but sure. Apparently, that'll take too long. We see Marco stripping her clothes. She's going to swim there, which is just endearing. I like that a lot, as well as, pretty funny little joke in the moment. And here we get help from an unlikely source. There is an offer to take the helicopter we rode here on, and who is making such an offer? Oh, it's Maho. Can you believe that? I can't believe that. I genuinely can't believe that. I think this is a amazing face turn for a character. You try to call her out on it very briefly, but apparently this is also Senshido. So you were the one saying it was naive before as well. You maybe didn't think it was as naive. Maybe you're very honorable as well, Maho. Maybe. We'll see. Well, what is Nishizumi style Senshido? What does that involve? I don't know. We're gonna have to see. But yeah, intriguing. Definitely way more interested in you as a character now as a result. You're less of a one-dimensional villain. Essentially, we end the episode with Mako and Saori going off into the helicopter and going back to Orai and to see the grandma. There's also this line from Miho. Just one thanks. No response from Maho, so we'll see. And yeah, that's, basically it. I think the colors are really nice here, though. I think they set an evocative scene. Yeah, this is probably a better shot of it. Yeah, dark clouds, ominous, going off into some kind of hope. mean, it's not much, but it's something, right? Oh, there's this stuff as well. I forgot. Okay, let's have a little bit of a read here. Okay, so we have Viking Fisheries High School progressing past Koala Forest. No way, not Koala Forest. Why did they have to lose? They were so cool. Anyway, you would imagine, again, Anzio would be the one we would fight here, because I've heard their name before. But also French Team Funny, so we'll say. St. Gloriana's got past BC Freedom Academy, okay. Continuation High School and Blue Division High School, who cares? Black Forest is yet to play, but they destroy this person, and then... Wasn't there another person we were worried about? Was it Pravda? Was it Pravda, everybody? I don't know. We'll see in a second. Yeah, Pravda High School's first match is tomorrow. And if I can get this right, yeah, that's better. Pravda, I think, is being implied to be defending champion, right? They're the one that won last year over Black Forest. So we'll see. And both of these schools will win easily. You would imagine that this is Pravda. Okay, sure. On my cursory Google search, you would imagine this would be a Russian-based entity, because Pravda was a newspaper during the Soviet times. So, well, you know, Soviet times. But anyway, I predicted Russia earlier. They've been a big world power player in this kind of conflict during this period of time when tanks were being used. So, yeah, not a hard prediction, but sure, Russia exists. And of course, Black Forest Academy leave no prisoners either. They're very good. I think we end on a scary-looking Maho, right? Straight into the A-Day? Yeah, which is very happy-go-lucky after a pretty intense old 2 minutes there at the end. But yeah, okay. We're setting up multiple schools that we should maybe be afraid of, including this French one coming up, maybe, or Anzio. I don't know which direction we'll go there. But yeah, that's basically it. It was very good on rewatch again. I enjoyed myself twice. That was good. And just, yeah, this week, 2 episodes, really happy about. Show is growing on me immensely humor-wise. I think it's a lot funnier than it was in the past in these 2 episodes, I think. I think we built up engaging moment-to-moment conflicts between the schools. I think we're also doing some absolute sports anime BS stuff that I just love. I love that stuff, so keep doing it. Like the beleaguered underdogs against the big, powerful school. Keep doing that forever. I think it's awesome. And I guess plot-wise going forward, we have Maho with a little bit of a face turn. We have whatever's going on with Mako's grandmother. Other than that, not much else to go off of. Guess we'll see what happens next week. I think we're just going to keep on trucking with fighting against certain schools. But yeah, I think I'm going to leave it there. These were very fun. Very fun again. So yeah, chill stuff. So if you like the video, consider liking the video. If you like the video and you want to see more, consider subscribing to the channel. Comment below anything you thought about the episode, anything I could do to improve my presentation. Comment below. I'm doing follow for follow on Twitter, so follow me on Twitter if you'd like me to follow you back. And the Discord, join Discord, love Discord, 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 Discord. And yeah, back next week for some more Girls und Panzer goodness. Looking forward to seeing the Tank Girls here again. Radio, thank you very much, and I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.